If you have ever gotten food from like a food bank or a food pantry, you may notice that a lot of the stuff is like ultra processed foods or foods really high in sugar, or like have a lot of sugar. Okay, not high in sugar, but they have a lot of sugar. So, and I was looking at some of the stuff because my grandma practically runs the food pantry at my church. So I'll get stuff kind of like whenever, if I need it anyway. And I was looking into some of the stuff, and I'm like, if I was at a store, I would never buy this because number one, because the amount of sugar. Two, because like it's not healthy. It's not good for you. You know, like when in the Bible it says your body is a temple. Like I take that very seriously, or I try to. There are times where I indulge in things I should not indulge in, and then God usually like tells me to stop, and then I'm reminded as to why I don't eat those things. With that being said, I had a thought, and my church specifically is actually out in the country, but we don't have a garden, and I think that's a little bizarre because we're relying on other people to provide eggs, and occasionally people will bring in like peppers and stuff from their garden. But I think if we are to honor God's word, the church itself should have a garden. And even if it's not, if like the garden itself doesn't produce much, or maybe like a small farm, like, okay, I'm gonna say a small farm, but like chickens at least, where we can like have our own eggs. We know where the stuff is coming from. The stuff is good for us. We're gonna take care of ourselves, honor our bodies. We'll honor God through our bodies. Think about it, okay? You get my point. I hope anyway. Because we also have to hold each other accountable to these things, because I see a lot in the church, not just my church specifically, but just the church as a whole. So a lot of people who are not honoring God through their bodies. And maybe it's just because they're not 100% educated on these things, and that is okay, but that's why we have people who are, who should educate. Which I plan on talking to my pastor about this, because the church is in the country. Like, why do we not at least have a garden? At least. Plenty of people who know how to do it. If anything, I will go and do it myself, like, gladly. I'm about to build some raised garden beds for myself, so